A Debt Management Office asks National Assembly to control budget deficit. FAO, Japan collaborates to tackle food insecurity, malnutrition in Nigeria. On entertainment, Ice Prince arrested after allegedly threatening to throw police officer in river.
And in sports, Salisu Yusuf confident Nigeria will turn the tables against Ghana.
Details of these and more right after this break. I am Esther Mohammed. Now the news in detail. The other state government has commenced the revalidation exercise for local government pensioners in the Edo North Central District of the state. Speaking to journalists in Benin City, the head of Local Government Administration and Secretary, Local Government Staff Pension Board, James Okogbowa, said the routine exercise for all local government pensioners across the state will run from September 1st to 8, 2022. He said the exercise will continue for pensioners in Edo North on Friday, September 2nd, adding that it has commenced the routine I Am Alive revalidation exercise. He explained that the screening in Edo North Central District is holding from September 1st to 2nd, 2022 at the local government council halls in Akoko Edo, Onwa East, Onwa West, Etako West, Etako East, Etako Central local government areas by 9 a.m. The exercise, he added, will be conducted in the secretariat of each of the local government councils across the state from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. except for Oredo local government area, which will be held at Imagwero School Hall. Okogbuwa said the local government Central District Council, including Unwobe local government area, the revalidation exercise will hold from 5th to 6th September 2022 at the local government council hall in Asa Southeast, Asa Northeast, Asa Central, Asa West, and Igwebe and won their local government areas by 9 a.m. He added that the exercise will hold in Edo South from 7th to 8th September 2022 in the local government council halls in Ikboba Oka, Ego, Ovia Southeast, Ovia Northeast, and Urionwa local government areas. Except in Oredo local government area where the exercise will be conducted at the Imagwero School Hall by 9 a.m. The Secretary of the Local Government Staff Pension Board urged all pensioners to physically present themselves at the venues with their pensioners' identity card and photocopy of biometric printout slip only, adding that pensioners in diaspora are to be screened through Skype. The Benin Zonal Office of the Nigerian Copyright Commission, NCC, led by Joseph Ajang, and the Musical Copyright Society of Nigeria, MCSN, led by its national enforcer and coordinator in Edo and Delta State, Prince Biodun Egwakide, on Thursday paid a courtesy call on the Assistant Inspector General of Police, Zone 5 Headquarters, Benin City. AIG Lawan Takoji Meta on the need for inter-agency collaboration between the Nigerian police force and artists who trade in their intellectual property against every form of copyright theft. Speaking during the visit to the AIG Zone 5, the coordinator of MCSN in Edo and Delta State of Nigeria, Prince Biodun Egwakide, said Section 33 of the Copyright Act The law of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 2004 established the Nigerian Copyright Commission as the federal government charged with the administration and regulations of copyright matters in the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
So we are here today with members of the creative industry, with the regulating body on copyright matters in Nigeria, to further ask and strengthen the collaborative effort, government agency collaboration with respect to the fight against intellectual property. NCC here lacks the capacity with respect to personnel. And we know all the good you have been doing for us, irrespective of the commission. Today we are asking that this interagency relationship should be strengthened further so that at least our job can be easier. When it comes to issues of prosecution, yes, the police can help us, even with preliminary investigation, arrest and all that. And when it comes to charge, court and all that, NCC will be too glad to take over such matters because the law has given them the same power. And I'm sure if we work together, the Nigerian Copyright Commission and the police, there will be little or no escape grounds for those who are in violation of the extant law, who believe that they can rely on some of the loopholes they are currently working on. So this visit is essentially to canvass for interagency relationship in the enforcement of compliance with the extant law.
On his part, the Assistant Inspector General of Police Zone 5 Headquarters, Benin City, AIG Lawan Tanko, says the police is willing to help artists and intellectual property owners to get what they have worked for and will not compromise in doing its statutory function.
If you are sure that you are going to do something and you get something out of it, it will at least make your mind to rest to know that, yes, at least you'll be eating from the fruits of your labor.
Yes, sir.
But if you know you are doing it, you will not get anything, then you now see the person that's feeding fat on you feeding, becoming more fatter. You will at least just abandon that and then go and join in doing something, given the fact that a lot of our youth are impatient. So this collaboration is very, very good and it is timely. I want to assure you that the Nigeria Police, right from the Inspector General Police up to the last constable, we are all behind you. We are to enforce all laws that are enforceable, and there is no law that cannot be. So most of the laws, if you are taking, we have the courts to interpret them. So the interpretation of the court will now give us more zeal.
Also on the visit were over 15 entertainers from Edo State who used the occasion of the visit to install as patrons the AIG Zone 5 Lawan Tanko Jimeta. The Director General of the Debt Management Office, DMO, Patient Oniha, has said the National Assembly to do the due diligence in the budget process to reduce the country's rising debt profile. Oniha made a call on Tuesday at the public hearing on the 2023 to 2025 Medium-Term Expenditure Framework, MTEF, and Fiscal Strategy Paper, FSP, organized by the House of Representatives Committee on Finance. In the first quarter of 2022, the country's public debt rose to 41.6 trillion naira from 39.56 trillion naira recorded at the end of December 2021. Oniha said the lawmakers must scrutinize the capital and overhead components of the budget to bring down borrowing. And according to her, the budget deficits have been the main contributing factor to the government's debt. On Nigeria's tax to GDP ratio, which is a measure of the nation's tax revenue relative to the size of its economy, she said it is one of the lowest in the world. The Food and Agriculture Organization for the United Nations, FAO, says it will address food insecurity and malnutrition in the northeast region of the country with funding provided by the Japanese government. A Nigerian's representative to FAO, Fred Kafore, disclosed this in a statement issued by the organization's communication specialist, David Seko, on Tuesday in Abuja. And according to the statement, Kafaro, who is Nigeria's representative to the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, said the results of the latest CADA harmonized analysis led by the federal government indicates worrisome food consumption deficiency and malnutrition. He said the development could cause severe food and nutrition insecurity if immediate actions were not taken. Kafaro added that the intervention programs would enhance availability and access to fresh and nutritious food and energy for cooking to improve food security and nutrition situation and projects targeted at vulnerable households. Coming up in a moment on our entertainment news, Ice Prince arrested after allegedly threatening to throw police officer in river. Details shortly right after this break. Thanks for staying with us. This is still Newsbreak and KU Heights 2.7 FM Benin City. Over now to entertainment, where the Edo State First Lady Betsy Obaseki on Thursday officially declared open the maiden edition of the Edo State International Film Festival, ESIFF, with the premiere of the first film for the event at Kada Cinema Center in Benin City, Edo State. The First Lady was accompanied on the premiere by the Commissioner for Information and Orientation, Adaisy Enweta, and the Culture, Tourism and Diaspora Affairs Commissioner, Obaiton Bamidele. They said the festival will revive the history, culture, and heritage of the Edo people. The Edo First Lady said this is a rebirth of the rich history, culture, and tradition of the Edos, which is world acclaimed and has been in common for decades. On his path, Commissioner for Culture, Tourism and Diaspora Affairs, Obaiton Bamidele, said the strongest point is our rich culture, heritage, and exemplary talent in the state. The chairman of the planning committee and filmmaker Lancelot Imasro commended the state government for the initiative, adding that within these 4 days, there would be several movies to watch, as over 1,500 movies were received from 95 countries around the world, while about 200 films will be screened during the 4 days festival. Elsewhere, Nigerian rapper Pamshak Zamani, professionally known as Ice Prince, has been arrested by the men of the Nigerian police force for assaulting one of its men. And according to a statement released by the spokesperson of the Laos State Police Command, Benjamin said the music star adopted and threatened to throw one officer into the river after he was stopped from driving without a license. He thereafter agreed to be taken to the station, but then adopted the police officer in his car, assaulted him, and threatened to throw him in the river. Ice Prince has, however, been arrested and would be arraigned on Friday. Coming up in sports this morning, Salisu Yusuf confident Nigeria will turn the tables against Ghana. Details coming up shortly.
Good morning and welcome to Sports on KU Newsbreak. Super Eagles B head coach Salisu Yusuf is confident his team will qualify for the 2023 African Nation Championship in Algeria, despite losing 2-0 to Ghana in the first leg of the final round of the qualifiers. The home-based Super Eagles have a huge task to overturn the deficit when they face the Black Galaxies in the return leg on Saturday at the MK Abiola Stadium, Abuja. The Eagles will need to score 3 goals without conceding to qualify. Yusuf, however, says he is confident his team has what it takes to overcome the odds. He identified lapses in concentration as what led to Nigeria's loss in the Cape Coast Stadium last week, but said the Eagles cannot continue to dwell on the past and must do their best to win. Yusuf says the Super Eagles team that will play on Saturday may not be radically different from the lineup he featured in the first leg, with the possible exception of a player like Sadiq Abubakar, who has not fully recovered from injury sustained during the match. Elsewhere, the Confederation of African Football (CAF) has announced the withdrawal of the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations hosting rights from Guinea. CAF named Guinea as host of the 2025 AFCON on the 30th of November 2018, but has now withdrawn the mandate after the Executive Committee approved the decision to strip the country of the hosting rights on Thursday. CAF noted that Guinea would not be ready to handle hosting the tournament by the time frame slated for the competition in 2025. Part of the statement CAF released to the media reads, "The Executive Committee was unanimous that Guinea will not be ready to host the competition. The Executive Committee took a unanimous decision based on the report as submitted that the tournament be withdrawn from Guinea. The Executive Committee resolved to send a delegation to Guinea to inform them of CAF's decision to withdraw the Africa Cup of Nations from Guinea 2025 from them." Although CAF has not made any official statement concerning a replacement for Guinea, Nigeria Football Federation President Amaju Pinnick a few weeks ago hinted that the country will lose the AFCON hosting rights and revealed that Nigeria is working on a bid with Benin Republic to co-host the tournament. Pinnick said the Minister of Sports, Sunday Dare, endorsed the plan. The NFF president said it was high time Nigeria hosted Africa's biggest football showpiece again, as there are many advantages attached to hosting such international competitions. The last time Nigeria hosted the Africa Cup of Nations was in the year 2000 when the country co-hosted with Ghana. Nigeria first hosted the competition in 1980. And that's sports on KU Newsbreak. I'm Saliu Ibrahim. Back to you, Esther.
Thank you so much, Ibrahim. And that's the news we bring to you this morning. Before we go, a quick recap of the headlines. Edo State government screens local council pensioners in Edo North. A debt management office asks National Assembly to control budget deficit. And finally, FAO and Japan collaborate to tackle food insecurity and malnutrition in Nigeria. Do remember that the continued unity of Nigeria is a collective responsibility. Be sure to play your part. KUFM's Newsbreak was produced by Blessing Asekome, and I am Esther Mohammed saying thanks for listening. Good morning.